holy. We are holy, holy, holy.
Good morning, Parker CSL. Ready to sing? I want to hear you this morning. We have come together as a family. We have come here as we are. Ooh, yeah. We have come with arms wide open. We have gathered here in love. Oh, Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. In this place, Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. In this place, Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof, raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. Here I go. We sing in celebration. We sing with words of prayer. We sing with words of prayer. We affirm our life as sacred. We declare that peace is here. Yeah. Oh, Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. In this place, Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. In this place, Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. In this space, a roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. Yeah, this band. She resolved it. Go Nuggets!
Good morning. I'm delighted to be here with you this morning. I volunteered to share announcement duty so as to give back in a small way to this center. Taking classes here and attending Sunday services has been such a blessing in my life, as is the study of science of mind. I notice I am more empathetic and kinder to my friends most of the time. I am at peace also much of my day. I have newfound confidence in myself and others, and I have developed many wonderful friendships here. And it goes on and on and on. And I'm delighted to share announcements today with you. And please know, wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. I just love that. I think I'll say it again. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. And whether it's your first time or your 200th time, thank you for being here exactly as you are. In a world that often feels fast-paced and uncertain, let this be your sanctuary of hope. Together, let us breathe in the possibility that life is unfolding in ways we cannot yet see. You are not alone, and we are so glad that you are here. There are welcome packets on the back table for those of you that are new. Please feel free to take one. Thank you, Janice, for another beautiful altar. And if anyone would like to help with the altar, we really need help. So if you would like to contribute, Luann is here. She's on the end there, and she would love to speak with you today. We are blessed to have many classes at CSL. Dr. Vern is our Director of Education. And Dr. Yvonne is teaching a class on heart math for religious science. Learn how to monitor your stress and peace responses using state-of-the-art biofeedback, and she still has openings in the class, and you can just go on the website and sign up. And please take time to look at the website. It's just beautiful. I mentioned that the last time I spoke, but there are recorded messages there. If you need a quick pick-me-up in the middle of the week, they're short little 2 or 3 minutes from the practitioners. There's a listing of the classes and ways to sign up there. And then there's also a store full of wonderful gifts, and Father's Day is coming up. There's some ball hats and some other cool things there. After service today, we'll be having our monthly potluck, so please join us. Summer Teen Camp starts July 19th through the 25th. Ages 12 through 18 are welcome, so you can't go, Cheryl.
It's the best. It's really one of the best things this movement does, this teen camp. It's so life-changing, so I'm just giving it a plug because
Perfect.
so
Thank you.
it's really life-changing for the teens, yeah.
And you can sign up also on the website through to June 1st, and scholarships are also available. We are lucky and blessed to have a group of practitioners who take many years of training in the study of science of mind and in the art, science, and skill of affirmative prayer. They are those with white stalls around the room. And if you would like a prayer of support for your life or to celebrate or give thanks for something, please just seek one of them after service, and they would be delighted to pray with you. And this Sunday, our practitioner on duty is Marin, and she'll be leading us in prayer right now. Thank you.
Good morning. So I invite you to just get comfortable in your seat, close your eyes if you feel so called, and just breathe. And know with me that that breath that you breathe is the very breath of God, Buddha, Allah, Yehweh, Adonai, the Beloved, breathing us. And in that breath, in that moment, I know that there is only one God, one life, one energy source that fills this room, fills my heart, and surrounds everyone and whispers in our ear, "You are loved. You are precious. You are my divine child. I love you. I love you. I love you." Knowing that we are forever loved and held and uplifted. I know that today is a blessed day, that the music is filled with that very love and energy of God, singing us, singing to us, singing as us, celebrating the life that we are, the legacy that we leave for our children and our children's children. So in this silence, I am profoundly grateful that we have all come together to celebrate life, to connect, to express the joy, the passion, and perhaps even the sorrow that is within our hearts in this moment. For everyone that hears my voice and beyond is beautifully and abundantly blessed. Today is a magnificent day. A magnificent day filled with life and love and connection and joy and abundance and contribution and creativity. All aspects of the one mind that is within us, expressing as us in our own magnificent, unique way. So for this next period of time, I know that this service is exactly what we all need individually and as a whole within our hearts. The music, the message, the smiles, the hugs, the greeting, the meeting somebody new. Because in all reality, no one is new because we are all one, we are all God, we are all connected. So resting in that truth, I am truly grateful for the love of God that loves as me, that loves through me, that connects me to all of you. So in gratitude and thanks, I just lovingly and gently release this word into the action of the law, knowing it was already done so in the heart and mind of God, even before these words passed over my lips. And so if any of this resonates for you, I invite you to anchor and solidify this truth with a capital T with me by saying, "And so it is." Thank you. Wow, I just moved and I didn't even know that. All right. So our reading today is a quote from Ernest Holmes, the gentleman who synthesized this philosophy, and people turned it into a church, which is great. And I was looking up quotes and something from Dr. Holmes about hope and expectancy. So this is what he had to say. Expectancy speeds progress. Therefore, live in a continual state of expectancy. No matter how much good you are experiencing today, expect greater good tomorrow. Expect to meet new friends. Expect to meet new and wonderful experiences. Try this magic of expectancy, and you will soon discover a dramatic side to your work, which gives full vent to constructive feeling. Thank you.
There is a light that guides you through the storm. There is a place of healing and calm. There is a peace that lives beneath the waves, beneath the sorrow and the joy. There is a stillness and grace. Your tears like rain are falling from the skies. This is God's love that's pouring from your eyes. The wounds of life, they bring healing, my friend. For the heart that breaks is but opening again. Yes. The heart that breaks is but opening again.
So once again, I just invite you to settle in right where you are. Feel your feet against the floor. Just become aware of the energy of your feet meeting the energy of Mother Earth. Knowing that you are supported, you are nurtured in this energy, this field of love. And as you breathe into this very moment, feel yourself being supported by the chair, being supported by the field of love that is in this space today. The field of love that you brought into this space, this resonant field that we co-create together. As you breathe it in, really allow yourself to breathe that into your heart. Breathe it into every aspect of your being. Allow yourself to truly be the embodiment of that love. Because there is that love, that light, that peace that is right here and right now present as the very essence of each of us. And our opportunity in every moment, simply with a breath, we can breathe. Claim it, ground it, own it, be it, feel it. Opening ourselves up to the experience of that life, that power, that light. So as we take a short time in the silence, I just invite you to be with that, to claim it, to feel it at the depth of your being. The light, the love, the peace. Your very essential self. And with every conscious breath, just allow the awareness of that light to expand itself in your heart, opening your heart, opening you to the awareness of that which you truly are. And as you open your heart to the awareness of that which you truly are, with every breath, I invite you to breathe in the energy of each other in this space. Connecting with each other in that light as that light shining forth. And as that light shining forth in the world, together we embrace all of humanity. Seeing the light, breathing the light, and knowing the light, that we are all that light of the divine. Uniquely individuated expressions of the one. We hold that truth, we know that truth for ourselves and for each other. And as we breathe it, as we know it, we see that light being ignited in the hearts and minds of all of humanity. This place of remembrance. I am a light. I am the light. And breathe all of that awareness now back into your heart, claiming it, knowing it, owning it, being it. And breathe it down to the bottom of your feet, ground it right here and right now.
Your tears like rain are falling from the skies. It is God's love that's pouring from your eyes. The wounds of life, they bring healing, my friend. For the heart that breaks is but opening again. A heart that breaks is but opening again. There is a light.
So once again, just consciously breathe all of your awareness back into this space. Feel the chair supporting you. Feel your feet against the floor. And let us claim together, knowing and affirming together. And
Thank you for letting me sing that song. It's a little. My mom's graveside service was yesterday, so I'm a little tender. But it says the truth. A heart that breaks is but opening again, so I get that opportunity. So if I'm a little tender today, just excuse me, but that really was a perfect song for me, for hope. So anyway, let's keep going. Oh, man. It's all right. We're doing We Can Be Kind. We can be kind. Yeah, okay. I haven't been here for a while. They're not used to me. This is surely a song about hope, expectancy, especially today. Here's the truth. So many things we can't control, so many hurts that happen every day, so many heartaches that pierce the soul, so much pain that won't ever go away. How do we make it better? How do we make it through? What can we do when there's nothing we can do? We can be kind. We can take care of each other. We can remember that deep down inside we all need the same things. And maybe we'll find if we can care for each other, together we'll weather whatever tomorrow may bring. Yes? Nobody really wants to fight. Nobody really wants to go to war. We only want to make things right. So what are we always fighting for? Does nobody want to see it? Does nobody understand? The power to heal is right here in our hands. Yes, we can be kind. We can take care of each other. We can remember that deep down inside we all need the same things. And maybe we'll find if we can care for each other, that together we'll weather whatever tomorrow may bring. And it's not enough to talk about it, not enough to sing a song. We must walk the walk about it. You and I, do or die. We've got to try to get along. We can be kind. We can take care of each other. We can remember that deep down inside we all need the same things. And maybe we'll find if we are there for each other, that together we'll weather whatever tomorrow may bring. And maybe we'll find true peace of mind if we only remember that we can be and so it is. Amen. Yeah.
Thank you, Cheryl. So nice to have you back. We missed you. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for this beautiful music. Thank you, Larry, for filling in today at the last minute. Some of you know JR and his wife were blessed with a new baby this week, so Larry was good enough to fill in this week. Thank you again. Good morning to everybody. Whoops. Some of you are here at the beginning of the month. Some of you have been here a couple of times. And I just want to remind you that I'm using this book. It's called Ladder to the Light. I'm using it as a basis for my talks this month. And it's written by Steven Charleston, who is native. He's a Native American, indigenous. He's the Choctaw Nation, and he's also a Episcopal priest. And he writes this book about how he uses the kiva, which is a native tradition of going into the earth and connecting with Mother Earth, connecting with the creative energy and the power of that in order to bring forth the light, the vision, and bring forth the light. And he uses this image of the ladder, which Janice said she found this ladder in the free thing this week at her place of residence. So he uses the ladder out of the kiva, steps along the ladder, rungs along the ladder, to describe how we then bring that vision into manifestation, bring it into the light. And so that's why I'm using the book and basing it on that. And today we're talking about hope. And I want to remind you of something that Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith said. And he very often would say, pain pushes until vision pulls. And I was listening to one of his talks with Oprah Winfrey the other day, and he said, the universe is progressive. It pushes you until a vision pulls you. When you have a vision, you start to be pulled by it. And so this idea of the vision, and so what came to me this week is that what I want to focus on as we go through this book is how do we live our vision, which we have said is a world awakened to love. That's the vision for C.S.L. Parker, a world awakened to love, and a vision for the world. And what I find is it's easy to look at the world around us and see that it can appear that pain is pushing us. Pain can be pushing us to act in ways out of that pain. And that pain that pushes us, that we may not be aware of, may also be harming and not living out of love. So what I really want us to focus on for ourselves and each other is the vision of a world awakened to love, and how then do I live that? How do I help bring that about? And what came to me very clearly is that a world awakened to love begins with me. A world awakened to love really begins with me and with you. Well, how do we awaken to love and then live that awareness of love? And today I'm talking about hope. And what he says in the book, many things he says in the book, and I really liked the book, but the thing that struck me this week was hope arises when we embrace a sacred reality. That vision is not a dream, but a goal. Hope is not a wish, but an intention. Hope is not something we just passively think, oh, I hope that's going to happen. Like, I hope I'll win the lottery. But I don't know that will happen. But see, the thing about hope is that it's active. We can participate in it. It's a state of consciousness that we can embrace. And so many of you know I like acronyms. So hope for me has come to an acronym, which is, I love that she has this up here, which is humility, optimism, perseverance, and enthusiasm. Humility, optimism, perseverance, and enthusiasm. And I found this quote by Reginald Armour, who was a good friend of Dr. Holmes, and he wrote this book called Ernest the Man. And he talks about the teachings, what Dr. Holmes taught, and what he took from that, and how important it was in his own life. And so he says this: true humility is a feeling of awe and wonder about who we are and our place in the universe. It is an attitude of spiritual surrender in a sense that we have been blessed by Spirit. We are open and receptive. We don't have to prove anything because we have already touched the face of God and know of what we speak. True humility is the same as self-esteem. I never thought about it quite like that. We know we are divine individuals continually living and having our being in God. So humility, to me, when I read it from that perspective, is really knowing who I am. Knowing that I am an individuated expression of the divine. And when I know that, I don't have to prove anything to anybody. I don't have to be good enough or prove that I'm good enough. I don't have to feed my ego. You know, the ego, when we talk about it, it's an idea that we're separate. An idea that we need to be better than, or somehow be special, or somehow have arrived. You know, I love it when I put my destination in Google Maps and I get there and she says, "You have arrived." Yeah. And I think, praise God, somebody finally recognized it, right? You have arrived. You know? And sometimes, to be honest with you, I think I've arrived. But then when I realize, boy, you've got a lot more to learn. There's always more. There is always more. And humility is also about being willing to admit, being willing to see, being willing to be taught, being willing to see beyond even my spiritualized ego of who I think I'm supposed to be, and recognize that, well, yeah, you are spirit, but guess what, David? You're also human, right? I'm having that experience. So I had an opportunity this week to be reminded of my humanity. 3 times I had this experience this week. Isn't it amazing how it shows up 3 times? Like 3 times, once you might be able to say, that's just a fluke. But I was talking to my spiritual counselor on Friday, and I was talking, I was going to say a bad word, but I was talking about something I wasn't happy about. And he stopped me and he said, well, could it be, he's very gentle, could it be that you don't really want things to change? Because if you did, you wouldn't be able to complain about it. I thought, how dare you? Me complain? I don't complain. I'm not a complainer. Then it was the next day, very next day, I was sharing something else in a group of people, and this very loving person, I won't say who it was, told me later, you know, David, it sounds like you might have a little bit of a victim consciousness. What? What? That somehow you're complaining about the world somehow being against you. What? And then I thought, and you know how this stuff happens. I decided, for some reason unknowns to me, I decided to go back and start listening to Eckhart Tolle's book, A New Earth. Well, guess what he talks about in that first part of the book? The ego and how complaining feeds the ego. I'm like, oh my God, am I really a complainer? So I recognize that maybe there's something for me to learn in that. And so I have truly been aware this week of how often I complain. How often I may see things or complain about things or judge things. Even, I told somebody earlier today, even on the drive over here, I was complaining about the traffic. I saw somebody going really slow, and I was like, what are you doing? And then I realized, oh, this person's on their phone. And then I really got to complaining. So the idea of that, to me, is a great awareness and a way for me to recognize there is so much more for me to uncover and discover about myself. And am I willing to practice and be aware, be self-aware? It's so important to be aware of ourselves, the things that we don't want people to know about ourselves, that shadow part of us. And to allow that to be, let us be aware of that and to make different choices about that. I shared that in the class yesterday, and Kathleen brought me this little bracelet that says a complaint-free world. It's one of those things that you're supposed to kind of snap your wrist when you complain. I'm not a fan of pain, but it's a good reminder. So can we be honest? Can I be honest with myself and choose a different way of thinking? To recognize when I'm complaining, or to recognize when I'm judging. Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, no.
What do you think the difference is between complaining and sharing a pain that's like
She asked what is the difference between complaining and sharing a pain?
sharing a pain that like with
Yeah.
someone else?
Well, the difference is that if I'm complaining about something, probably I'm feeding myself. I'm feeding my ego. I'm trying to be superior to the person that I'm complaining about or what I'm complaining about. So that's feeding my sense of separation. If I'm just sharing something that is a pain for me or some experience I've had, and I'm not attached to being separate or being seen as something different, then I think that's the difference, right? Does that make sense? So be aware of, okay, what am I thinking? Is it feeding my ego? Am I wanting to be superior? Or maybe I'm wanting to think of myself as being less than. That's also part of ego. So be aware. I think it's important for us to be aware. What am I thinking? What am I saying? What am I doing? And is it just feeding my sense of separation? Am I trying to be seen as something other than just who I am at the very core of my being? I don't need, I could just go on and on about my own experience about that, but I won't. The recognition that I've had about that. Optimism for me is that idea of, I researched some of the etymology of the word optimism, and it comes from the Latin optimus, which means the highest point, the optimum, the best. And then opti is also a prefix for the optical nerve, seeing. So when we think about optimism, are we practicing seeing the best? Am I practicing seeing love? Or am I settling into some level of pessimism? I think very often, I'll just share with you, some friends of ours have asked us recently, who have been so worked up and upset and just in a place of worry and fear and pain around what's going on in the world, in our country, and they've asked us, how do you not get so worked up about it? How are you staying peaceful? How are you not being so just enraged about it? And Jay and I have talked about that, and we think, I don't really know the answer to that. But what I want to know is that I want to just know the truth. I do not want to be caught up in this energy of fear. So can I choose to be optimistic and look for the good? Look for love. Look for how love is showing up in the world. You know, if you've been on any social media, you know that if you look at one type of video, you're going to see it over and over and over and over and over. Well, the other day, not too long ago, I looked at a video of a cat and a dog just playing together. How many videos have I now seen of cats and dogs playing together? But when I was willing to look at it as an expression of love, can I look at those videos and see ducks and cats playing together? Or animals that you wouldn't normally think would get along playing together? It's love. It's really the expression of acceptance and love. I believe we can look for love in the world around us. Look for, when you go in the grocery store, look for a mother and a child that's expressing love. Look for that. Look for it. When we set our intention to look for it, guess what we're going to see? Look for the opportunities to see how love is expressing in the world. You may have to, you can look online and just probably see that. But the idea that that hope is not passive. Hope is active. And can we be participants in bringing about a world awakened to love simply by choosing to see the highest and best? Simply looking for love instead of looking for what's gone wrong with the world. Because we don't have to look far to see that. You know, I remember someone, it was Ellen Davenport, who's a Unity minister, and now anyway, it doesn't matter. But she's actually in charge of Unity publications now. But in one of her books, she says, she was in the news business. She said, do you know why it's news? It's news, or they put it on the news, not because it's commonplace, but because it is unusual. What if that they put on the news is but a fraction of what is really happening in the world? What if we look for the good that's happening in the world and really connect with that? I think that will inspire a greater sense of hope in us. And then this idea of perseverance. The word perseverance came into my head. Well, I don't know about you, but when I think about perseverance, I think about trudging. Oh, I've got to do it. I've got to make it work. I've got to work hard. Perseverance. So I thought, I don't want that energy either. And so what came to me was, what if perseverance, what if I reframe that and think, okay, playful, patient persistence. Playful and patient persistence. I don't have to be working so hard at it. I don't have to be in that mindset of, man, I got to get through this bullshit. I've got to really work at this. No, it doesn't have to be that. Did I say that word? I did, didn't I? Sorry. I don't have to work that hard. I can be playful. I can be joyful. It came to me the other day. Again, I had this experience of going through, it's kind of silly to think about it, but going through a car wash. And it was one of those car washes where you drive into it and you put your car in neutral, and it has those belts that grab hold of the tires and just pull you through. Just keep pulling you through and pulling you through and pulling you through. And I thought, and then, then you're in the car, and all of this stuff is going on around you. And these things are whipping the car, beating against the car. You're getting sprayed, and then at the end you just get blown apart. It's like this wild air blowing and drying your car. And I thought, sometimes life can feel like that. Life can feel like that. But what if I can look at that as allowing the vision to pull me? What if I can live my life in the awareness that vision is pulling me along. And what if I can just be in neutral? What if my mind is just in neutral? It's happening. This is happening. But guess what? In the center of all of that, I was protected. I was not touched. What if we recognize the essence of me, the truth of me, the Christ self of me, the highest part of me is never affected by any of that whirlwind, tornado, hurricane that's going on in the world? And can we move through life in neutral? Not thinking it's bad, not thinking it's good, not just being in the presence of it and knowing that I'm not touched by that. Now, that doesn't mean we don't do anything. It doesn't mean we don't speak. It doesn't mean we don't act. I'm not saying that. I believe love responds. I believe love responds. Love meets the need. Love steps out. Love connects. But can we do it from that place of knowing? That place of knowing and humility, that it's not, as in the Christian tradition, it's not I, but it is the Christ, it is the light, it is the love I am that does the work. Doesn't mean I don't show up for the work, but it means I don't have to worry about it. I can really be playful in it. So can I play? Can I be in a playful place? Playful, patient, persistent movement toward being love in the world. You know, the thing that I'm reminded of, I don't remember, I'm not remembering who wrote it, but that idea is dance like nobody's watching, sing like nobody's listening. And the part that we sometimes forget is it says love like you've never been hurt. Just love. Just love. So what if we just practice every day dancing like nobody's watching? Just get up and dance. Move your body. Sing out loud. Make a joyful noise, as we say, you know, like nobody's listening. And be playful in it. And then lastly, enthusiasm. We talked about that a little bit already. This enthusiasm, to me, is about being inspired. You know, we talk about as being in theos, in God, in the awareness of that. God, power, life itself. And I think it's important for us to recognize that that's not something outside of us. Can we be aware? Going back to this humility. I am an expression of the divine, of life itself. I am an individuated impulse and expression of love. Can I know that? Can I connect with that and allow that to inspire me? Inspire my thought, inspire my action. I remember, I think it was Charles Fillmore, one of the co-founders of Unity, who made a distinction between head thinking and heart thinking, you know. We do a lot of head thinking, right? We do a lot of head thinking. So can we allow ourselves to be in that place of heart, allowing that energy of love and light to inspire us, inspire our thoughts and our actions, rather than, again, it's like, can I allow love to pull me rather than being pushed by the thoughts and the pain and the worry and the doubt and the fear? Can I breathe into that place of my heart and really be inspired by that. Let's see. Oh, sorry. This comes from Ernest Holmes in The Power of Belief. He says, enthusiasm reaches out with joy. There is nothing depressing about it. It reaches out in faith. There is no fear in it. It reaches out with acceptance. There is no doubt in it. And it reaches out as a child. There is no uncertainty in it. Enthusiasm is a joyful trust in life. Life with a capital L. Is a joyful trust in life. A happy outlook. A complete assurance and confidence that there is a power within us greater than we are, that we can use. So enthusiasm is knowing that there is a power, a force, a love that is greater than my conscious awareness, usually, of that. But knowing that it is a power, just even saying the power, just say love. It is a love that I can use. That I can use in the world. I can use to align myself. I can choose to know myself. I can use to see with optimism. I can use to allow me to move through life with patience and playful perseverance and patient persistence. It is a power that I can connect with, a trust in life, a trust in love. And am I willing? Am I willing to live with hope? To live with hope. That has been my intention this week as I've been practicing. Am I living with hope? Am I living with humility? Am I living with optimism? Am I living with playful, patient persistence? And am I living with enthusiasm? Self-awareness. How am I living my life? With hope? And if I can live with hope, I believe that I can participate in a world that is awakened to love. Do you agree? So say with me together, I live, I'm going to say with or in hope. Which is better? I live with hope? In hope. I live in hope. As hope. Love that even better. I live as hope. So let's affirm that together. I live as hope. Again. I live as hope. One more time. I live as hope. And as our practitioners stand and encircle our group today, sharing their light and their love, holding the consciousness of hope for us all, let us go within. Once again, breathing into that place of deep knowing the truth of I am. I am that I am. Knowing that that is the point of humility, where I can live without having to prove anything, without having to be superior, without having to think that I am in any way less than. I know my truth, and in that, I live with great humility. And in that humility, I choose to see the highest and best in and through all. I choose to look for expressions of love. And as I see the expressions of love, I breathe that in, feeling it, embodying it, embracing it. And I know that as I embrace it, as I feel it, that I increase that consciousness. And as I breathe into that place, I do so with playfulness, playful patience and persistence to continue to move, to be pulled along that vision of love. loving myself and loving the world. And as I do that, I allow myself to be inspired in my deepest connection with life, the joy and the trust in life. Life moves me. Life inspires me. Love is my truth, and love guides my way. And I say yes to love. And in that awareness, I see through the eyes of love. I experience life through the eyes of love. I am hope, and I live as the very essence of hope. So let us say that again together. I live as hope and grounded in His Word. I live as hope. And together we make this firm by claiming together. And so it is.
We let the words wash over us. We let it be. We let the love.
Breath with me as our ushers prepare to take our offering, to receive your gifts and offerings this morning. Take what you're going to share. If you share in other ways, hold that in your heart and your mind. If you're going to share this morning, I invite you to hold that in your holy, sacred hands as we bless this offering together. We know that we are the expressions, the individuated expressions of light and love, and all the multiple ways that reveals itself in us, through us, as us. And we are grateful as we receive and as we give, we are in the flow. And let us claim together. And so.
Can you sing this song with me? I know you know it. If you're my age, you know this song. I could see clearly now the rain is coming. I can see all obstacles in my way. I can hear ya. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Let's sing that one more time. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now. Here we go. I think I can make it now. Pain is gone. You can stand up, dance like nobody's seen. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is that rainbow. Here is that rainbow I've been waiting for. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. We're gonna sing that again. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, see nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, see nothing but blue skies.
So as we're standing, I invite you to breathe into your heart and feel that sense of gratefulness, the great fullness of awareness that you are that living, loving presence, right here and right now. And in that great fullness, we experience gratitude for these gifts and offerings this morning. We know that we are in the flow. We know that we are blessed as we give, we are blessed as we receive, and we receive these gifts and offerings with great gratitude and thanksgiving. And let us stay together. And so it is. So I had a teacher at Unity that would always say, it's a beautiful day in my consciousness. So let's go out and say, it's a bright, sunshiny day in my consciousness together. It's a bright, sunshiny day in my consciousness. Now let's sing it.
So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world. Now it's us. Here we go. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. And let there be love. I am a stand for love. And let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making. Let's take it home. Here we go. So let there be peace. I'm standing and let there be love. I am standing. I'm standing for joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Oh, we are a world. Yes, we are making a new world. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now. The pain is gone. Yeah. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright,